Welcome to New Hampshire's Business. I'm Fred Coker. There's a new study out from the UNH Carsey School of Public Policy, and let's go to the graph. More white people are dying than are being born, and that's in New Hampshire, in 17 states, where the states that are most populous and urbanized, of course, except New Hampshire. In New Hampshire, white births are 90% of all births. White deaths, now 98% of all deaths. And look at this. Here are some of the factors. Baby boomers, fewer women of childbearing age and lower fertility rates, and then a shift to more racially, ethnically diverse population has policy implications. With me to talk about this is the author of this study, and he is Ken Johnson, demographer at the UNH Carsey School of Public Policy. Thank you.
Hi,
nice
Fred.
to have you here.
Nice to be here.
What's driving this?
Well, in New Hampshire and elsewhere in the United States, the things you outlined have actually been doing this. That is, we have the white population is aging, so we have more older whites. The number of births is diminishing somewhat because the fertility rates among white women is down, but primarily because there are fewer white women of childbearing age than there have been in the past.
And more minorities in the mix of the population, which affects those numbers, I assume.
Well, the number of minorities means that even though the number of white births is diminishing, the United States as a whole still has a fairly high level of births.
Right. Now, Vermont, interestingly enough, out of all the states, those 17 states in New England, is the only New England state not experiencing this trend.
Right.
How do you explain that one?
Well, Vermont is teetering on the edge of white natural decrease. Probably in the next few years it will slip into white natural decreases. Well, it has many of the same characteristics that New Hampshire does. That is, it's largely a white population, it's aging, its fertility rates are relatively low. So some of the same factors, it's just a little behind New Hampshire, and it may well be that New Hampshire will come out of white natural decrease for a year or two in the future.
And the opioid crisis, the drug crisis, how's that contributing in terms of the deaths that result from that?
Right. The opiate crisis is causing around 300 or so white deaths in New Hampshire in an average year. That's a fair number, not compared to these big forces like fewer women and low fertility, but it's enough that it's pushed New Hampshire over the edge.
So it's been a tipping point.
It has been a tipping point.
That's interesting. Is this going to continue?
The white natural decrease?
Yes, this change, this demographic change?
Yes, it will.
Yeah. And 17 states right now, probably more states?
Yes, we're expecting more states to begin to have white natural decrease in the near future.
Now, Ken, this past week, as you know, the National Center for Health Statistics put out some news about U.S. life expectancy and the first decline since 1993, a result of worsening health problems, particularly heart disease. Are you seeing this in New Hampshire? There's
a little bit of evidence of that in New Hampshire. New Hampshire tends to have lower death rates than elsewhere in the United States. The problem with white opiate deaths, though, is contributing to the rising incidence or the diminishing life expectancy everywhere and in New Hampshire.
Yeah. Here's a long-term crystal ball question. At what point in this country will the diversity of the United States show that whites have become the minority?
Yeah, that's a good question, and exactly what year it'll be, but it'll be in the 2040s probably.
The 2040s.
Mm-hmm.
That is interesting and something I know you will track.
You bet.
And let me just ask you one more before we wrap up. Most of this trend of white deaths is happening in urban states, larger states. New Hampshire's not that. Why New Hampshire?
No, New Hampshire is a mix of urban and rural, and it is happening in those kinds of states as well. Typically, natural decrease happens in areas that have large concentrations of rural population generally, but this white natural decrease is much more widespread than it is elsewhere.
And let's go to the graph real quick. Here it shows New Hampshire births and deaths for non-Hispanic whites 1999 to 2014. Pretty clear. The blue line births, the red line deaths, and you can see where they've crossed over on the right that is circled, deaths exceeding births in 2014. Correct?
Right. So you can see the number of white births were diminishing. That's the big factor in all of this.
Ken Johnson, who is the lead demographer at the UNH Carsey School of Public Policy. Thank you.
Thank you.
And if you want to look at some of that again and hear that interview, go to WMUR.com, click on News, and then go up to the top of this new website and click on Menu, Local News, and scroll down to New Hampshire's Business.